Good morning, my friends. How are you? So, I am back from a weekend of snowmobiling up in Vermont. And I want to start by telling you what the experience is like for me. So, I we have been snowmobiling for a long time. As a matter of fact, my snowmobile outfit, which I might even post later because it's epic. I've had for 30 years. So, when we go snowmobiling, and I think I told you this a couple weeks ago, my family is all significantly faster at snowmobiling than I am. And that is just the way it's going to have to be. But when we are snowmobiling, for me, the way that it works for me is I am focused completely on what's in front of me for like the next, I don't know, 10 or 20 feet, right? So always looking a little to the outside, mostly at what's coming up. Do I need to be over to the right? Do I need to be in the middle? Is there something coming up that I might hit or whatever, right? So it's a very intense thinking about just that next step, just that next step, just that next turn, just that next tree, and so I have to be in the moment. I can't be out on one of my daydreams. And if any of you who know me well know that I am a daydreamer. So, anyways, we were out riding and it was just my husband and me. And we were, um, and so he was going my speed, so it was just nice. So we were riding and what happens is like last week was a very exhausting week for real estate for me. And and I was just like exhausted mentally. I don't know if you've ever felt that way, but I do once in a while. I get in that mode of like, like stick a fork in me, I'm done. Anyway, when you're on the snowmobile, you really truly can only think about those next few, like the next few steps or 10 feet or 10 feet or 10 feet. Because after that, if you're looking too far ahead, you're going to miss something that's right in front of you, at least for me. So tomorrow, I am speaking on an Engage forum that Rasm has at 9 o'clock in the morning for anyone who wants to join. And my topic is wellness and health, or wealth, right? WELLTH. So wealth, wellness, and health is really what they all go together. And the idea about the message is this idea of wealth, which is, do I have wellness? Do I have health? And do I have wealth? And how do they braid themselves together? So I feel like these last few years for realtors have been years of emotional instability, even though we've been busy, because when the pandemic hit it, I just think it was a big trauma point for a lot of us. And also not knowing what's next. And the third part about that, of course, is there are not a lot of houses to sell right now. So we're in this weird place of, I'm going to say, wealth uncertainty. Although for most of us, the last couple of years have been our best years. Now, the wellness and the health, those are the pieces that when you've got wealth, as probably for many of you, and me too, is something that doesn't go away, it's ever present, is, do I sacrifice my health? Do I sacrifice that workout in the morning to get stuff done? Do I sacrifice, uh, can I not sleep at night because I'm so strained and stressed and worried about what's going to happen next? Am I losing my quality sleep? Am I finding joy in life? Am I happy? Am I appreciating things? Am I grateful? Am I practicing my gratitude list? So all of these things sometimes take the side burner, if you will, because ultimately we have kind of a little bit like my snowmobile ride. The next transaction, the next thing I got to do. Oh, I got an appraisal. Oh, I got this. Right. And so we're just kind of plodding along. But this has been our life, right? This is our life. This is what we signed up for when we became a real estate professional. And so, what makes it so different now? And what I think makes it different now is the noise. I'm going to call it the noise. The noise is around us where we're hearing people saying, oh, those other real estate agents, they're terrible. There's way too many people in the industry. Oh my gosh, you must be la la la. And there's so much noise. And you know what? And we're not practicing joy in our transaction as a general rule. We're practicing like efficiency and getting things done and struggling through it, right? Maybe I'm just speaking for myself, and maybe this is just a full self confession. But here's the thing, this weekend, when I could not prepare my brain like I would be for a class I was teaching like this, right, which is right up my alley, has enough of the stress, the drive, the big picture thinking, but also taking care of yourself, getting good rest, making sure that you are fitness, planning on living a long time, working our longevity. So anyway, I it was good for me. It was good for me, and I hope I can take some of those moments and share them with you. Because for me, as I've always said, right, Vermont is my happy place. I just love it. It's so beautiful. Like yesterday was beyond beautiful. This weekend, just the trails, the mountains, the people that we came in contact with. It was just extraordinary. And for that was what was really, really lacking in like the hustle of work these last few weeks. So I'm glad that I'm rebalanced, and I'm going to try to bring that balancing ideas to you guys, so that if you're not finding as much joy, if you're finding that there's less energy in your work than more energy, then maybe tomorrow is a great class for you. I hope to see you there. Go to rasm.realtor, which is right in the little ticker there, and join us, because I think it will be a lot of fun. And I think it's really timely. And I ultimately know that we love doing this job because we love serving people and we love being able to help them through these next tricky steps. However, there's a person that's also involved here, and that is you. And I want to make sure that you're my people